yet the rent will be for the building. They've set a nominal fee, but we don't know if that's going to be $1 or a penny, like the tax, or...
Yeah, I mean, we just look at history. Look at how the downtown developers do these leases back to themselves. There's numerous examples of them, and so why don't we know that information up on the front end? We've been told by people who apparently do not represent the Marshals Museum, that it's going to be a nominal fee. We've heard that in the past. We've heard it with various ventures that are sponsored downtown with downtown developers, and they do a good job. I see Steve Clark back in the back. They do a great job. They help the city, but they also are looking after their own interests. Make no mistake about it. They're looking after their own. They do good things for the city, but there's also a lot of money flowing, and so I would suggest that maybe the CDID. Maybe it should be their group, who puts in a big chunk of this money and not foist it on people who are having a hard time paying their utilities bill. One word that rings true with me is priority. What are the priorities in this city? You know, this was billed as a private endeavor. It's going to be built whether we fund it or not. We need to send a message that we're tired of the special interest dealing that's going on in this town.
I was wondering, the school children, the students that they project will be coming to the museum, who is going to be paying for the bus, the gas, the bus driver? Will this come out a charge on the students, or is the service center? Do we know how that, because that's going to cost money. And they should be having civics in school and learning about the marshals. But they are projecting lots of students to be coming for this. Just wondered.
Be nice if the museum was here to answer the question.
It would be nice.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be nice.
Again, it's like anything. There certainly is an educational aspect to this Marshals Museum. There's nothing this group is against education. It's how the taxpayer money is being used. And I think that's our primary objection. Melissa?
I just want to know, are you guys getting paid to do any of this? On the opposition side, getting paid to do any of this. So why would you be fighting so hard against this tax?
Well, because we've seen the white elephants that lack of transparency. Take the recycling mess. Take the sewer. We have a sewer problem for a problem. We need to be an informed citizenry. And if we don't stand up and we're not accounted for, you know, our city's going to head in a direction toward more white elephants. Because this will be the biggest white elephant of the whole bunch. It'll make the River Valley Sports Complex look like a stepchild. Because if we, the taxpayers, have to fund the operations of this in the future, again, you know, our board of directors, they may be gone, you know. Maybe the PFB, do they have the authority to ask for a bond? Or are they going to say, well, you know, we're not, Marshals Museum say, well, you know, we're not the ones, we're not asking you for any money. That's the PFB. That's the Public Facilities Board. They're asking for a city bond. I think Robbie and them know more about these bonds than I do. But they will be back if these numbers don't add up. I mean, that just seems like a lot of 345 people per day. But, I mean, can you imagine building a Taj Mahal like we're building downtown, and you're just going to give it away? You're just going to give it to somebody else? I mean, you build a house, or you're just going to give it away and say you pay for it? I mean, this just makes no sense whatsoever. But I guess if somebody else can take responsibility and pay for it, and you can live in it, and you can run it, boy, that sounds like a good deal. No responsibility, but you get all the benefits of running it. You have a little bit of oversight by this PFB, which I wish they were here to talk about, but they're not. Again, that's another question that needs to be added. Why won't they come in here in this hostile room that we're seeing of these crazy Fort Smith citizens that are going to grab somebody by the throat and take them out? I mean, come on. That's just an excuse for not answering tough questions about payroll taxes and those types of questions about why do we have over $3 million in payroll taxes? I mean, and we don't have the money raised, and now we want